Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagidambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya114. As you may remember, it would seem that even the gods in the heavens wanted the bhakti of Nama. Thus the gods in the sky conversed with one another. In the meantime, Krishna seated the Brahmins at the great door of the temple for the purpose of worshipping them. He placed broad seats on which were golden designs inlaid with jewels, and seated the Brahmins on them. Then, with his own hands, the husband of Rukmini washed the feet of the Brahmins. The life of the world wiped their feet with his yellow robe, and in love drew them to his heart. He touched his eyes with their big toes, and seated the Brahmins in their proper line. In his love, the Lord of the heaven, Vaikuntha, rejoiced. He rubbed on them a paste made of 8 different perfumes. He put garlands of tulsi round their necks. The Lord of the world placed on their forehead the mark made with musk paste. The Lord of Vaikuntha, Krishna, worshipped them with love. He waved before them incense made of 10 different kinds. In his love, he waved before them the lighted lamps in a plate inlaid with jewels. Then, arranging them in 2 lines, he placed golden plates before them. In her undivided love, the good Rukmini served them. She served with 4 kinds of divine food. Then, calling to Nama, the offerings to the gods were made through him. The Bhaktas shouted aloud, "Victory, victory! The husband of Rukmini is the enjoyer of this feast." Thus remarking, they made offerings to the 5 vital heirs. The chief actor, God himself, became the fulfiller, the enjoyer, and the causer of others to act. So there was nothing lacking in all that the heart could wish. In the feast of the sun, from whence would darkness come? When listening to the singing of Saraswati, drowsiness will not come to anyone. If the ocean is married, need one be concerned about the water? In the hot season, what need has the moon for a fan? If a touchstone is placed on an iron anvil, it would not be necessary to gild the anvil. No one becomes afflicted with disease who lives in the heaven of Indra. If one looks to find something that is doubtful in the perfect book, the Yaneshwari, he or she will not find it there. So in the feast given by Nama, there was nothing lacking. The husband of Rukmini frequently prayed, and as the Brahmins listened to his sweet voice, they were made very happy. They said, with every morsel one should take the name of God, and in that way a person eating will result in happiness. Thus, in the feast, the minds of all became filled with joy. The life of the world himself gave to the Brahmins water for the washing of their hands. Having seated the Brahmins in their places, he gave them pansupari, made of 13 ingredients. At that moment, it seemed as if the loving desire itself assumed a concrete form. Or one might say, by the good fortune of Vishnu, it became visible in form and came to visit Nama, so that in its love, the joy with intelligence, God himself, was enticed. Then joining his hands palm to palm, the holder of the Sharanga bow, Krishna, said to the Brahmins, "I feel as though I wanted to take your blessing in the form of dinner in your presence. This is what I would love to do. Therefore I request the Swamis to sit for a moment in quietness of mind. After I have finished dining, I shall quickly make the gifts of money. Accept them with satisfied minds, and then depart for your homes." Sri Krishna thought to himself, if I should place in their hands the gifts of money before the feast ends, they would not remain sitting here, but would depart without taking leave. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.